esports organization M80 enters Overwatch Esports, signs a team, and chaos ensues. The French are single-handedly destroying the entire North American Overwatch esports scene. How could this all happen? Let's go through this crazy timeline of events. All of this began with an esports org, M80, signing an Overwatch roster. Well, it actually began way before that, but we'll get back to that later. For now, M80 has signed the core roster of Kalush, Sam, Seeker, Ultraviolet, and Liar. Basically, an American Tornado core with some additions. With a roster this clean, they were looking to compete for the American Championship. But all of it began to crumble with a single tweet. Bad Pachimari decided to predict them to win it all in America, and from that moment, everyone knew something was going to happen. The curse was on. And very soon, something did happen. Twitter account ViewerOW has posted this tweet. Today, a burner account entered my DMs and gave me access to a couple images of Sam, Ojee, and Mikeyy saying the hard R in Discord DMs and group chats. I have successfully verified the screenshots. I'll show you everything with context below. So we have 3 pro American Overwatch players dropping the hard R in Discord DMs. This was followed up by a reply tweet with proof reading, apparently the images were taken by French Overwatch World Cup players because Ojee had left his Discord account logged in on one of the PCs. Now, this was very quickly followed up by M80 dropping Sam, which started this domino effect. One of the coaches for M80, McGravy, posts a tweet about needing a new flex DPS player, since the matches in America start in about 3 hours from when all of this is happening. A different Overwatch Championship team, YFP, have a bunch of their players quickly snatched by M80 as their flex DPS Top Dragon joins alongside their tank player Mirror. Together with this, Kalush decides to retire from professional play. Around this time, a new team without an organization enters the picture. This team is called the Run It Down Mid, and it includes Hawk, Pelican, and Spectra, among other strong players. Now it's less than an hour before the matches start, and the roster moves are still going on. Finally, M80 decide to step in and, allegedly, sign Run It Down Mid. This means that M80 are back in Overwatch Esports with a roster of Pelican, Hydron, Spectra, Lep, Ultraviolet, Renko, and Hawk. This new roster keeps the team of American Tornado core with some strong additions, just in time as the matches start in about 15 minutes. This has created a massive butterfly effect for many players, directly or indirectly involved with M80 or one of the teams that M80 scavenged for players. But let's get back to the controversy. So, how exactly did these DMs surface? Well, as said in the reply tweet from ViewerOW, they were taken by French Overwatch World Cup players when Ojee forgot to log out from Discord on one of the shared computers. Now, Overwatch World Cup 2023 has ended back in November of last year, which is almost half a year ago. So how are these screenshots surfacing just now? Seems like one of the French players had some blackmail material, or perhaps wanted to play some sort of a proxy war between the regions. Who the hell knows at this point? But it is certainly interesting that one, or potentially even more of the French players saw an American player logged into Discord, and their first reaction was to look for the hard R in his DMs. And then they kept it private until he got signed by a professional organization. Not the best look for the player leaking it either, but now we at least know why he decided to stay anonymous. What can we take away from this situation? Well, not much, I guess. Nothing new at least. Don't say bad words, don't be weird, and also, as much as you might say it had a good resolution, don't snoop through people's personal accounts and belongings. That's just kinda cringe. In the end, no one came out looking like the good guy from this situation. It's just all one big mess. The only possible winner in this is M80, since they somehow ended up with a better roster than they started with. Let's just hope that Overwatch esports scene doesn't suffer too much from this disaster of a launch.